Yang Berhormat Tuan Chong Cheng Jen, Deputy Minister of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, Yang Berhormat Tuan Muhammad Hanifah bin Maidin, Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Department and wife, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners, dignitaries and of foreign nations, senior government officers, eminent presidents and representatives of chambers of commerce and associations, all FMM council members, all sponsors and representatives of the press and media. Firstly, I would like to say thank you very much to FMM Malaysia for this invitation to dinner, but also, of course, to give a speech. This is my third speech for today. And I'm very glad indeed to be here to help celebrate the 50th anniversary of FMM. FMM is about manufacturing, Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers. And manufacturing is a good business that can contribute much towards the growth of this country. The new Malaysian government expect manufacturers to make more progress. Today, what happens is that we produce products for consumption, but now we see in other countries, they not only produce products, but they produce the machines which can produce the products. And they acquire the skills to develop and innovate so that their products become very saleable all over the country. I expect the manufacturers in this country should diversify and go into other areas of manufacturing. There are literally millions of products that you can manufacture in this country. And I expect our manufacturers will acquire the skill and the knowledge to produce things on our own. This is very important because in order for the economy to grow, we must be able to produce products for our own use. If we don't do that, then we become a nation of consumers. We just buy other people's things. And when we buy anything coming into the country, we are also exporting our money. And when you send money out of the country, you lose. The GDP does not grow because you are sending money out. This is very important, and I would like to say thank you to Mr. Datuk So just now, who advised all of us to buy Malaysia. Unfortunately, we prefer European cars and Japanese cars and Korean cars. But Malaysians will be buying the Proton and the Boudoir. These are our products. Yes. Believe me, they are not bad compared to the imported products. And they are cheaper than imported products. But when you buy Proton, the money stays in this country. And when money stays in this country, we will become rich. It's like everybody who spends money. If you have money in your pocket and you buy anything, your pocket loses that money because it's been used to buy other people's things. But if you take your money and invest to produce and to sell, then you make money for yourself. It's the same with the nation. If we produce things and export, we will make money for ourselves. But if you use the money that you have to buy imported goods, then of course the money will flow out of the country and you become poorer. So we would like to see the Malaysian manufacturers go into more and more industries. I know that 50 years ago, when FMM started, they hardly manufacture anything. They were a small group which tried to go into manufacturing. But today, Malaysian manufacturers have grown, and everywhere you see new factories being built. Now people do not just build houses for people to buy and live in, but now we have factories built in a series, and these factories very quickly get sold and new industries are started. It is strange that for a country which was once an agricultural country, at one time we were so industrialized that 80% of our exports are made up of manufactured goods. That shows that the ability of manufacturing to expand. We, of course, used to depend upon mining tin and exporting tin. We also depend on rubber and palm oil. But there is a limit to the production of tin, palm oil, and rubber. The tin deposits in Malaysia are almost exhausted. So if you go into the tin industry at this moment, you will find no place where you can mine for tin because they have brought out a lot of tin already from places that we all know. All those deep pools that you find around the country were ex-mining pools. So we cannot depend upon tin because it is limited. It is the same with rubber. To plant rubber and palm oil, we have to clear the forest. And when we clear the forest, the environmentalists are very unhappy. That is why they want to label our palm oil as inedible because it is produced by destroying our forest and the habitat of animals, wild animals. But in manufacturing, you have enough space. 1 acre of land can hardly support a man for agriculture. But 1 acre of land can support 500 people if they are involved in manufacturing. Because the factories are not very big, they can accommodate many more workers than for agriculture. So I see the future of this country depends on manufacturing, and FMM must encourage their members to study other products that can be manufactured in Malaysia. I used to promote the Look East policy. The Look East policy meant looking at Japan, at Korea, and now at China. I am amazed when I visited Japan recently to find that within 30 years or so, they have acquired the skill and the knowledge for manufacturing that the whole world send their blueprints to China for the Chinese companies to manufacture the products, because the Chinese factories are very able and they can produce more at lower cost. So when you manufacture in China, you have the advantage of being competitive in the world market. I went to see a drone factory. It is very sophisticated. The drone can now fly and stay steadily in the air. It can fly and drop fertilizers on plants to do the work of 100 men. 100 men taking one whole month to fertilize a plantation can be done by drones in just one day. This is the new technology that we are talking about. We have to acquire new technologies so that we can also produce sophisticated products like the drone and other new products that we see in the market. I'm quite sure Malaysian manufacturers are quite capable of learning the technique, the technology, and the skill to produce all these new products. And when they do this, they, I believe, will make lots of profits for themselves, and they can expand and become producers for the whole world market. We do not want to supply only for the market in Malaysia, because our market is very small. But fortunately now, you can sell any product in the world market. Nowadays, if you market your products online, you have the whole world as your market. Not only in your town or in the country, but you can access markets all over the world. I have seen cases like this where before they were producing sambal in cans, which can be sold only in the town or the village. But now they pack it very nicely and they are exporting their product all over the world. So the market now has enlarged. It is no longer about supplying the village or the town or the country. It is about supplying the whole world with our products. Today we find people like Apple and Samsung. Their market is the world. They do not produce only for their own country, but they produce for the whole world. But of course, the products must be sophisticated and provide special functions which are not available in other products. We could not imagine before that Apple would be competed and beaten by Samsung. Korea was not known as a great manufacturer before, but today Korea can produce anything that the West can produce. If Korea can do it, Malaysia also boleh do it. The government will support industries. The government will be friendly with the manufacturers. If they have any problem, we would like to solve it for them. They can tell us we are accessible. Our ministers will listen to you. And if the ministers cannot do, you can come to me. And now, I go to my work now. But our sympathies, our support is for our manufacturers and business people. The Malaysian government, Pakatan Harapan, is business planning. We want to help business make as much money as possible, but legally, please. That is because when you make money, 24% of that profit belongs to the government. That is why we are friendly towards you. But if you lose money, we get nothing. So we want you to be successful, to be profitable, so that we can make more money from you. And of course, we now have a problem of big debts which we must pay. So the more profit you make, the better it is for the government, and we will solve the debt problem that we have. We now owe banks and other entities more than $1 trillion. That is 1 plus 12 zeros. 1 0 is of course nothing, but if you string them together, they become a big amount. That is why we want you to succeed, because we want to pay our debt. Then we can concentrate on giving a good life for the people from Malaysia. We want to build infrastructure. We want to build railroads. We want to build ports, airports, and water supply, electricity, so that the business people can make use of good infrastructure to ensure that they can produce their products at the lowest cost possible. So we are supportive of the business sector. That does not mean that we are not supportive of other people. We are also keen to look at the poor people and make sure that they too can have a share of the wealth of this country. But wealth creation is through business. Business creates wealth. And when they create wealth, the government also collect more taxes, and we spend the money, the tax money, to build infrastructure for the people and to give support to the people, especially the poorer people. We do not want to make money so that we can put some of the money into our pocket to buy Hermes belts and all that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to my speech. And I hope that you will enjoy your dinner, and I would like once again to say congratulations to FMM on their 50th anniversary. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Yang Berhormat. We invite Yang Berhormat to kindly remain on stage. We now invite to the stage Yang Berbahagia Dato' Sofian Lai, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Andrew Goh, Chairman of FMM Membership Working Committee, and Dr. Helena Yan, Chairman of the FMM Lifetime Award.